Question number 9, the Honourable James Shaw.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Transport. Does he stand by the principle in his government's coalition agreements that, quote, decisions will be based on data and evidence, end quote?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Seymour Brown.
Yes, the government's coalition agreements set out our priorities for this term of government, and we are committed to delivering these priorities.
What data and evidence did he receive from officials on the impact of repealing the clean car discount on the second and third emissions budgets prior to the Cabinet decision to do so?
I received a draft regulatory impact statement, which I have instructed officials to proactively release.
James Shaw.
What data and evidence on emissions, if any, did he provide to Cabinet on the decision to repeal the clean car discount?
I advised Cabinet that the emissions budget would be met whilst repealing this scheme.
Honourable James Shaw.
What data and evidence, if any, did he provide to the Minister of Climate Change on the emissions impact on the second and third emissions budgets of repealing the clean car discount?
The same evidence and data I provided to Cabinet.
Did he inform the Minister of Climate Change of any risks of failing to meet the second emissions budget as a result of repealing the clean car discount?
I advised the Minister of Climate Change of the same advice that I received from the Ministry of Transport in regards to those budgets.
Did he invite the Minister of Climate Change to provide options on proportionate action to address any emissions reduction shortfall for transport in the second emissions budget?
Well, as the member will know, as a former Minister for Climate Change, there is work to be done around what will be included in the next 2 emissions budgets, and that work and advice will be received as part of the process.
Is he aware that the second emissions budget has already been set by Parliament?
Yes, and the actual activities within which will meet that budget are still being worked. But as I said in the House last week, the emissions trading scheme is the tool that this government is going to heavily rely on to meet our emissions reduction priorities.
So was there any proportionate action decided by Cabinet when Cabinet decided to repeal the clean car discount?
Cabinet agreed to repeal the clean car discount as part of the coalition agreement.
The supplementary, the Honourable David Seymour.
Did the advice provided consider the possibility that any increase in emissions from repealing the clean car discount would increase demand for carbon credits, therefore increase the price of carbon credits and reduce the quantity of carbon credits demanded elsewhere in the economy, thereby reducing emissions? And wouldn't he expect a former Minister of Climate Change to understand something that simple?
You can comment on the first part of that question.
Well, the reality is that emissions are capped under the emissions trading scheme, and that member should, the former Minister for Climate Change should understand that.